tends to watch random videos on the internet. Uh, Today's video, like I said, I would have made. I don't really know if it was supposed to be Sunday. If it was supposed to be posted like yesterday. Actually, one time I posted the video yesterday. Anyway, I need to chill. Anyway, memory's kind of ass, but this video is commentary, more of a storytelling, more than commentating on anything. But it's just me telling my experience about it. The homeless shelter called. This is an interesting one, but the homeless shelter called Salvation Army. I didn't exactly have a place to stay at the time. This was before I could actually stay at this apartment I'm staying in now for the very shortest period of time. Kidding, it ain't that short. It's decent time, I guess. Decent times, fun times. But this is more or less about how my experiences was, what led me to end up being in there in the first place, and just like why the fuck not. I kind of figured I'd tell this for the commentary. But for starters, to be bluntly honest, what am I even trying to say at this point? I really don't even know. Basically, saying, here's how it was at the homeless shelter. The reason I had to say is because the program, in order to actually get like good housing anytime soon, because I know I'm gonna need that shit sometime down the line, I have to verify homelessness by staying into the shelter for a certain period of time. But I only stayed there one night. Grandmother said I could stay inside her place right afterwards, but that's the whole day after. I basically grabbed all of my shit, put it inside a bag from where I was gonna leave the fucking apartments that they didn't get evacuated from, and I was gonna evacuate very soon, so I was gonna be homeless pretty quick, to be bluntly honest. I go there, and I'm having all my shit. I wait with youth bill, carry that shit inside, and I leave, take my shit. I leave my fucking PlayStation at youth bill because there's no way in hell I'm taking my game system inside a shelter. Who in their right mind would? Or I wouldn't take any money. So I basically go there and I wait in this long ass line of between, not even really a line, just a big ass group of homeless individuals. And here's how it was. We stood out there for 15, 30 minutes in this fucking cold ass weather. We go, we're chilling out there. They eventually say we can go inside. So the the females go inside first. Females with kids, but there was only really females. And then the youth goes inside, so I go inside, right? I get a couple of people who don't know how to mind their fucking business. We have the staff. Very interesting individuals. How do I say that in a very polite manner? Well, at first, one of them seemed alright. The other one was just like, they didn't say too much beside me. Go put my stuff in a tote. I go and grab the tote, put my shit inside there. I go upstairs. I asked if I can shave. They said, you know what? You can't shave, right? You have to like do that in the morning. So I'm like, all right, whatever. Fucking rolls. Why not? I go inside, and to be honest, this is a big ass school. Can we get this straight part? You know how many fucking classrooms? How many different rooms are inside this one place? Yet they got us all packed up inside this fucking upstairs and downstairs gym. 30, 40 bunk beds in one room. There's the youth one, right? Apparently they didn't have enough room for the youth center, so they put me next to a bunch of grown ass 18 to 24 it is, anyone over 25 or older, mostly 34 year olds. I get it, we're all fucking homeless. I ain't judging nobody because whatever, you're in the same situation as me, so in a way I don't give a shit what your fucking appearance is. But let's just say we had a few people in there who were teenagers who acted like some fucking jackasses. I shit you not. So, but whatever, immature as hell. So like, the type of people we have, the people who are misfortunate enough to be in a situation that's not their fault for being. And then we have the people. How do I say this in the least offensive manner? The people who do stupid shit that gets them in a fucking spot or whatever. You know what I'm saying? even if their life's not that great, you make the most of it, but they decide to fuck it up somehow and they end up in a shitty situation anyways. What I'm trying to say is these teenagers acting a fucking fool and shit all night. I didn't really fall asleep until like 9. I woke up 4 times in the middle of the night. But staying there, no people would, I wouldn't really talk to too many people, to be bluntly honest. But I basically kept to myself. I didn't play my game in front of nobody because I wouldn't want to look like a prick. So I listened to my music at most with my headphones on. I go put my shit inside there, stuff that I'm allowed to have, which is my phone, hygiene products, and clothing. And I didn't really have shit to begin with, so I got all that stuff late, grabbed there because they told me to carry up a blanket and sheet as well, which I did. Eventually, after a while, I laid in my bunk bed. I stayed awake, texted my mom. At one point, I was on Grindr a bit. I won't lie, I actually was, but I actually met my boyfriend on Grindr, which people ask, how was that? I'll tell you about that some other time. So I'm sitting there laying in bed trying to figure out what the fuck I want to do in this situation, who can I talk to, who to get out of this. My mom tells me it's okay. My favorite artist is Eminem, believe it or not. So she tells me, and well, just like him, he would be in a hard Eminem had to go through tough situations to be where he was, and I was like, yeah, true. So I'm not gonna overstress it. So whatever. I look at it as like, hey, he's gone through some of the similar shit, so in a way I feel the same way he does. I can know what the struggles he went through. At the same time, I can rap about this someday. Uh, they fucking, we go to bed. Eventually, I'll wake up next morning later. They wake us all up early as fuck in the morning, like 5:20, about to be 5:30, and they threatened to call the fucking police on someone because they wouldn't get out of bed for us. But it's like, are you fucking serious? We're all in there for some pretty shitty circumstances, to be bluntly honest. We're all here, and it's like, you gotta threaten to call the fucking cops. Like, the fuck did we do? Because it's not my fault we don't really have many good places to sleep at night because we're homeless at the time. We don't have something, so sleeping on a bed to some people may feel like the best thing ever. Having even a roof over their head makes them actually feel a little bit better. I don't even say it's just a little bit of relief. I'm just gonna call it that. We have that. They threatened to call the cops on that guy. I go downstairs. I go down, put my shit up. So I asked if I can cut my facial hair, and they said no. You just have to go grab your stuff and head outside. I'm like, all right, whatever. I go and grab this shit. See, it's tired as fuck in the morning. It's early as hell. I go and accidentally grab the wrong home. They're like, no, no, shit, your bed's safe. Don't be trying to get other people's stuff. I'm like, please mind your business. Don't say that. I was thinking that. So I go inside, put all my shit inside there. I go out, ask another question, get my shit. I walk outside, and they're gonna have the fucking audacity to. I accidentally try to put this towel inside there because I'm like, whatever. I thought I brought my own towel because I had one at home that looks exactly like this one. You know, that type of confusion. I didn't see the fucking marker on it because it's all bunched up. This bitch got mad at me and said, no, gave me a straight, rude ass fucking attitude. And it's like, I get it, you're used to donating to people, but at least show a little bit of fucking compassion to the community you're trying to help out at least, if that's your job. And you're getting paid well to fucking do this too. There's proof on that shit, but we're sitting there chilling and shit. After sleeping there and shit, bitch gives me she gives me an attitude. I fucking respond with, like, I'm not even trying to steal anything. I don't know what's with the attitude. And some other fucking guy who works in them, so watch your tone. And I said, who the fuck are you talking to? And she's like, no, watch your tone. And I'm like, alright, so, and it's like, I was fucking pissed off at the time. You're fucking being rude as hell. Like, you could have been like, no, you don't take that, whatever. It's like, no, that belongs to us, or something in a less aggressive tone, whatever, in a less attitude-ish tone. Like, you could have been a little bit more fucking professional or a little bit more politer about that shit. I get people do it, but at the same time, just because one person doesn't and shits on it doesn't mean you have to fucking, just because one person doesn't mean they should ruin it for everybody. Like, for real, that ass. So, we do that shit. I head the fuck out. They send us out in this cold ass weather. Breakfast don't start until like 7, so my happy ass writes a whole fucking 1 or 2 songs in this cold ass weather. Cold as fuck. I don't even know how, like, what the temperature is, but I was just thinking we was all freezing out there. Everybody was. So I take my shit. I go walk to the job. Walk like a couple blocks, ain't that far away because it's actually right down the road from this place. I go to youth build. I show at the fucking corner for a bit, pray my ass off to God because that's who I look up to. Besides Eminem, obviously, but I pray up there, hoping that shit just gets even a slice bit better. I go walking. My friend Kareem lets me in. I write some more music. We talk for a bit. I eat a fucking bagel, and my grandmother eventually comes by in the day saying I can just stay at the place I'm staying at now for some period of time. And like, yeah, that's my experience with a fucking homeless shelter. Homeless shelters, they're not. I've seen better ones. Trust me. I've dealt with people who ain't like exactly that rude. But I've dealt with some not so. I've dealt with some respectful individuals, if you will, at homeless shelters. But never in my fucking life has I dealt with somebody that was this disrespectful. I'm like, you're disrespectful for what? For what? It's like, if you're gonna, here's how I take it. There's certain fucking jobs where you have to have an aggressive tone manner, like a fucking cop or a military drill sergeant. They're dickheads. I asked my stepdad Kyle. He's telling me plenty of stories, and we both laughed at it. But there's certain jobs where you have to be a certain way. But if you're helping out the fucking homeless dude, at least like show a little bit of compassion. You know what I'm saying, or something. Like make us feel a little bit more welcome. Don't be as fucking strict about it and shit. I don't have to give everybody attitudes. I get some people may not have the greatest intentions, but save your fucking shit for people who are blatantly. It's a fucking towel. Like, let me add on that. A towel. I'd be understanding if it was like, it'd be more understanding if they're trying to steal like someone else's belongings or some shit, or trying to bring crack or some other drug inside there. But like, you're gonna get mad at somebody because they worked out. I've also seen people get mad at people for smoking. They told us to go fucking show under the shed. It probably felt a little bit better than filling out from under the shed. They told us to go smoke under the shed. I get it, you don't want to smoke around certain people and around the area, but like for real, it's cold as fuck. So at least have the dignity to let everybody smoke in one certain area. You don't have to fucking be rude about that shit. And it's not like you're. But the biggest thing was, why did they have 40 people? And this was for men and women, for fucking everybody in one small ass area, and you have that big ass building that you couldn't use it to actually fill a little bit more rooms for. It's the bed was there for 45 days, and you can best believe I didn't stay there that long because I get it, it's what you got, but like my grandmother even said, you don't even have to do that shit. I mean, sure, you can do it just for that, but like at the moment, I have something for Louisville House Louisville Metro Housing Authority, which is Park Hill. And before anybody asks, Park Hill is one of the worst places to live. But to be honest, it's not exactly where you live, it's how you live it. So me, I don't really talk to people, and I have a person who's actually cool with me there. Two, and an actual good friend who lives up way up the neighborhood from Park Hill. Park Hill, it'd be my own place. It would be a fucking bed to sleep at night. It would be, at my essence, it wouldn't be on the floor. It wouldn't be all crowded and shit. I mean, I'm thankful I'm even able to sleep in this fucking, even on a floor to begin with that's not outside of the code, so I'm not complaining by any means. I actually much appreciate it. But, yeah, my complaints where it's like, you're gonna have all that space and you don't even use it. You have rude ass staff. I've seen better shelters, and I've seen how people talk about other places that are actually way better for people. So I'm on a waiting list for that. St. Vincent de Paul should phone call me sometime saying they can meet about talking about and getting me an apartment for that was like a year long for possibly SRO, which is what you don't pay for, by the way. It's living you don't pay for. It's for you're assisting with stuff. It's something that helps with like, it's only for the youth though, 18 to 24. So unless you want to talk about elderly or women with families, that's a different story. But like, with me, they're focusing on the youth area. So there's like 2 people I know at this place that live there or have a place to stay. So I always have people I can kind of talk to. We're cool. We're not exactly what you call friends. So other than that, guys, that's a little bit into what I've been doing lately. I want to say thanks for watching this video. Thanks for following my channel. for those who still do. And this is Kizzy. See you later.